Man, I love this area. Look at that ridge. You know, like the top of that hill, way up there. Really high. And it cuts way down, and I'm on a shelf on the other side. My camp is right back in there. There's my tarp. This is such a cool woodland. Just... Well, that's fresh. Looks like it has rabbit hair in it. I think it's coyote by the size of it.
Yeah, looking at the size of it, yeah. It's a coyote.
Up on a ridge right now. Climbed up. Stream is down there. There she is. Sometimes it's all you need to know that you're in your camp. A fire pit. Show you guys the lay of the land in a minute. But it is cool up here. We're here.
We're here.
Now we're gonna just, well, I have to just tweak it till it's a camp.
Well,
A bit more of a camp. It's the beginning of a camp.
Yep.
Like Shane brought his Asphalt Haversack. Right on. There's my Kelty. Super Tioga. And I have the Native Survival Moisture Barrier strapped to the bottom, which is protecting my Native Survival bedroll. The wool blanket on the inside. 1000 Denia Cadora, waterproof, chemical resistant, very thick. It's a cool spot of woods. Right off a cliff here. It drops off very readily. As you guys can see, it just kind of takes off. What's cool is that down there is a stream. What do you got for gloves, man?
I have Wells Lamont gloves. They're like $12 gloves. I put a rivet in them so I can put them on my belt or a eyelet, whatever.
Yep.
But you could see this one here. I don't really grab things from the fire with once in a while, but they're normal size from grabbing coals and stuff. You know,
the
from
leather
the fire.
shrunk. Yeah.
They shrink right down. So like mini gloves right now, and I blew through them. But hey, for $12, they protect my hands, and I can just grab and manipulate.
Right on.
Know?
Right on. Yeah, so here's the plan, guys. I'll give you a quick guys and gals of YouTube. The plan is to use this tree here.
Mitch, can I move your jacket?
Yeah, of course. And I'm gonna use my axe to take down the tree that my ruck is on and all that stuff. I'm gonna make a straight line.
Nice.
This is what I'm explaining to them. I'm gonna use this tree here. And all these little saplings in the way. There's a couple of them. I'm gonna take them out. This is a brand new camp. I've only lit a fire here once, and I didn't even stay. I just lit a fire just for ownership, you know. And so that's gonna be my ridge line here to behind me. I'm gonna put my tarp across that way, and we're gonna rock out with the sleeping bag, you know, bedroll, and just throw my stuff right on the ground and just sleep next to the fire tonight. It's supposed to get down. It's really warm right now. It's like 40s, and it's supposed to get. Yep, it's supposed to get down to like 20, 19, 22, something like that, Fahrenheit. So you know, 10 degrees below freezing by like 3 in the morning, something like that. So. Short sleeves right now, like pretty warm. Almost really, actually kind of sweating a little bit. That's why I had to take everything off. I was like sweating bad on the way here. But I brought my wool sweater, and I think tonight or tomorrow morning for sure I'm gonna put it on because I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be like 20 degrees. All right, guys, we're gonna get some work done.
Yeah, this will be a good spot for a tent after. I think you're right.
Saw the stump after.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop it higher because
Yep.
it has a side branch. It'll be easier to do so.
Go for it.
I'm gonna have to push it,
Yeah.
obviously. Getting close. Good kick. Not usually how I do it, but.
Looks like anything, it's just gonna roll to the right a little.
I'll grab my buck saw and start working on that too, so we can move it easier.
I'll definitely take a piece of this if you're cutting it, if you don't mind.
Use it for whatever you want.
Yeah. Take whatever. If you can cut a piece around that crook, I'll try to get something out of it tonight. I'm gonna stump this. Beautiful wood. That actually is going to have some spalting to it.
I see that.
Wow. Wow. Maybe even take this part.
Take whatever you want, man.
You don't see that a lot with
It's
maple.
definitely maple that can be carved.
I'm going to put whatever we carve with over here, I guess. Decent chunks.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
What do you think about this tree?
I'm ready to chop this up a bit. What are you thinking? What do you want?
I'd like to get this piece right here.
That crook right there?
Yeah. Can we hold it? Cut the end first.
Yeah, look at this wood. That's good stuff. Ooh, that's good stuff. Indeed. So I'll take the other side of that crook for you. We're always doing this, aren't we, Shane? Hanging out, bucking things up. This is kind of what we do, huh?
Plan to just cut some wood and clear it, and then see some things that you want to carve and carve it.
Here?
Yeah, that'd be great. A little off the top.
Look at the heartwood on that, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Beautiful wood.
Yeah, it is. Wonder what that is.
It's oak.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She's a beaut.
You know, take the back of your axe and beat them up a little bit and get them out of there. That's what we did at his camp. Cut a bunch of stuff real low. Next year they were so spongy that you could just mostly kick them out, you know,
Right.
once they rot out. From now we're just gonna have to sleep around. I'll have to sleep around it, work around it. What do you want to do with all this stuff? You want to leave most of it here, or do you want to pull some off to this pile?
Yeah, we'll drag it to that pile.
Cool.
If you don't mind helping me.
No,
That was my plan I was gonna do.
You don't want to cut much more than this, yeah?
No.
Yeah, I think this is good. That way really won't take long at all.
Nah. Couple minutes.
This is a pretty good break too.
You're gonna have to buck this up. Might be too heavy to move.
What's that?
You're gonna have to buck that up. It's too
Yeah.
heavy to move. This maple might be the same. Yep.
Get the small stuff out of here. Yeah, that's nice to have water that close by, huh?
Yeah, man. That's why. One of the reasons why I like this spot.
Just a bow for a giant.
Well, put the oak with it. That's fine. Now I can start bucking things up easier. Monstrous. Nice. The white get that big.
Yeah, it's amazing. That first tree we walked by was gigantic.
Yeah, the red ones get all small, and I'm sure you already know that, obviously.
Yeah.
Look like little flames.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Make nice little handles too. So Shane, bum ba dum bum bum ba-dum, bum ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da. Gotta be a hot indie. Okay, sorry. Yeah, this is his newest spoon. Nice, man. I like it. Simple. Simply stated.
Having a go at some milk paint.
Yep, I like it. Nice milk paint.
I think this tree is actually live, Mitch.
I like your facets too, man.
Yeah, simple, square.
Alright, so I'm gonna do my ridgeline next. Just got my haversack. Green Cadora, 1000 denier. A lot of pouches, kind of a pouch guy. This is a smoking kit, got a pipe in there. This is my tinder kit. Got my food kit. Got a Bojo kit in there somewhere. You name it, I got a pouch for it. There it is, that's the Bojo one. And the tarp. What do you got there, Shane?
I don't know, man. Whatever it is, I'm not really enjoying it. I'm not enjoying the setup at all.
No? Why? Cause one side's lower than the other?
Yeah.
It's getting a little crazy on you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can always chunk up the ground on that side with the back of our axe.
Yeah, I did a bunch.
Your
already.
axe or my axe, whatever. I did that in Vancouver to change the pitch of things.
Guys, I'm taking the shell, the outer part of this that is dry, that's waterproof, and I'm gonna sleep with it over me. And you guys can all sleep out in the rain, you know what I mean? It's like so pissed, it's like 9 o'clock at night, everyone's drunk, they're like, I don't know where it is, I don't know where the part is. It's like, oh, you better come up with something.
You're like, I'm gonna go lay down and wrap myself up in the cloth of the tarp, and I'll see you in the morning. You figure it out.
That's exactly what I did.
That's awesome.
The problem with this is, not only am I dealing with uneven ground, I'm dealing with the variable of trying to use a ridgeline, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm almost better off just like
With a
knocking
pole?
out a tripod, or yeah, even just getting a pole,
Yeah.
you know? Which I guess it doesn't really matter, but it definitely, just like in the Labu, it tightens up the space inside there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It really does.
Like, this is, I think, 2 or 3 feet bigger than the Labu on either side, but it just, you put a pole in the middle, and all of a sudden things start shrinking up real fast.
A pole tightens them up. Real
Oh yeah.
quick. Yeah.
You literally are working with half. Yeah, there's double the size, but you have to get up and move your body around that center pole to do anything. Yeah, I am considering knocking out a tripod. You know?
Yeah, like you have done in the past.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, there's one good thing about having all that material in the corner.
Right.
You can just literally pick up 3 pieces of time together, as long as you're tall enough.
Right. That's what I'm wondering too. I'm thinking this thing's got to be way taller than what I have over there to be cutting things down. And kind of hoping this is good. Set it, don't worry about it. Well, I mean, realistically, if I could get a tripod, I think that's honestly the best course of action. If I could get a tripod over this, I think it'd be easier than trying to figure out where the perfect center, because that's what I was running into too, is not only the sloped ground, but trying to find the center on my ridgeline, because now if the ridgeline pulls it over here, and the perfect center for my tent stakes are right there, it looks like this.
Exactly.
What an interesting shelter to set up.
Okay, so this is what you do when your ridgeline isn't long enough. I don't even really have a good rope to go from this. I don't have too many. This will work out. You need to use what's called a sheep bend to make the rope longer. So, I'm going to take the rope at the end, just put a loop, put a bite. I'm going to go up through that hole from the bottom. I'm going to go around underneath, come back up top and through the loop I created, right in there. So I'll do it one more time. Create a bite, create a loop, go through the bottom, go through the bottom, go around underneath, and through the loop that I created up top. That's all. And you just kind of slowly tighten everything because it wants to slip a little bit. There you go. Okay, so I'm doing my ridge line for my tarp. This is where an alpine butterfly is good to be used. So I'm going to want to use a trucker's hitch. So I'm going to put a loop right about here somewhere. Wrap, wrap, wrap 3 times. Wrap 3 times when you want to make an alpine butterfly. I'll never do that again, I promise. Okay, now I'm going to pull the middle down on the inside. I'm going to go around the top. I'm going to go back on the inside again. Right like this. Just like that. I don't want the loop too big, so I'm only going to hold it a little bit. Start tightening. I'll play with it a little bit. It's got an X. 2 shoulders on the other side. I can go around the tree. I can go through the loop. And I can tighten my rope. Make it really tight. It's gonna be a nice little sleeping setup. Good stuff, man.
We'll see. Definitely not cold enough to use the stove with, but
Nope.
fortunately.
Yeah. I'm gonna just throw my sleeping bag down, call it a day. Okay, so what do you got there? A Lux light?
Yeah, it's a Lux light. This is the mini peak.
The mini peak.
Yeah, it's the
Lux
smallest
light.
one they make.
It says new technical concept for your outdoor. Okay.
I got it in a box that had Japanese handwriting on it.
Yeah,
so-
clearly. For your outdoor. It's like use or enjoyment.
Whatever, you know?
Just
your
for your outdoor. There it is. LuxOutdoor.com. Mini Peak 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they did an iteration before this that was slightly different, but
This is
it's the
the
only
Gen 2.
square tent that they have. Everything else is hex or octagonal.
Right? Oh, dude.
Huge, right?
You kidding me?
And they're pretty solid tents. I mean,
That's got to be at least 7.5, 8 feet across.
yeah.
At every stake to stake. It's huge in there. Nice. What did that run?
The tent is $100.
All day.
90 additional 90 for the for the
Additional 90 for the stove jack?
for the stove jack.
Ooh, that's a lot of money for a stove jack.
Yeah,
Those
but they, I mean, they
bastards.
put it in, they epoxy it, you know, they give you
It's
the Velcro
legit.
on it.
Yeah. It's all Velcroed.
Yep.
That's cool. Right on, man. Stove jack. Cool, man. Well, hopefully this winter we'll do some winter camping and we get to see it in action.
Once it gets a bit colder, for sure.
Maybe even this weekend. Right on. Lux Light. Outdoor gear for your outdoor. Fork sticks can come in handy in the woods. So now I'm way up here. Where is it? Here it is. That's up there, man. Got one at home. I have an earth brown one at home for my
Got
carving
some
kit.
spoons, little pocket spoons I've carved some of my close friends.
Very cool.
Some milk paint.
That is awesome. That's a... Look at that crank, ladies and gentlemen. Sexy crank.
It's a nice little spoon.
That's
Cherry.
a nice one.
It's crazy. This one's cherry from the
Cherry.
same piece. I just oiled them differently.
Oh, man. You said one of these spoons was mine?
Yeah, that's you.
This is me.
That's you.
Oh, my goodness.
This one I got for Gary.
Wow, bro. Very
Both
cool.
cherry, both from the same round. I just oiled this one with different, like I oiled it a little separate, differently.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it took on a lot darker of a color. I think when I paint, I tend to keep a lighter oil on it so the color stands out more.
Ooh, baby. Pocket spoons. Get your Sloyd on. Get your Sloyd on. Dude, milk paint for the win. Oh my god. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
Crazy though, right? The cherry came out awesome. You can see in the, like, that is a tangential cut.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you about that. We were talking, we were kind of geeking out over wood before we came here today. Let's see how the growth rings. Tangential. That's how you say it?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, there's tangential and radial cuts. It has to do with the direction of travel from the growth rings.
Right. How you make your billet.
Right. If sort of the wide part of the
I
spoon
do
is,
I do radial, right? Is that what you said?
Kind of like this. See how it's a little wonky, a little different? This is actually, it's not quite tangential, but it's not quite radial. So the rings in the middle of the bowl, they don't quite look circular like a tangential
Right, they're not
spoon,
circular
and they're
like
not
this.
straight up and down like a radial spoon would be.
Right.
They're sort of a little
Yeah.
off-centered.
I just made my billet off of a video that I found on how to carve a spoon really quick. I think it was Jared Dahl. You don't see his face, but I'm pretty sure it's Jared Dahl, and he's incredible, savage Sloyd master. And so when I wanted to get better at making spoons, I used like some of his techniques on making like fast billets, breaking down a log, that kind of stuff. But I didn't know the science behind it. So me and Shane are kind of geeking out over it and how to start your billet from the log a different grain orientation depending on like where you start the billet. You'll get a different grain orientation based on how you blanked out that piece from the log. So it was kind of a missing piece for me, so it's pretty cool. He's got like one of each here. That's cool, man.
Yeah, they're fun to carve.
You're getting crafty. Getting crafty up in here. quick release, 2 half hitches. Tweak the location of my stakes to change the angle a little bit. I mean, it's not super high. I'm not gonna fool you or anything. Tied off to that tree. But I can walk underneath it. Like without slouching. Like I can, I'm over 6 feet tall. You know, there's room up there. So I made a tight A. So that way it'll help shed rain better. Because we're supposed to get heavy rains or possible snow.
Found the deer skeleton and vertebrae, spine. Found bits and pieces of it all through the woods here.
Wow, man, show it to the camera.
Found a skull down below there.
Damn,
by
dude.
the creek.
Bone collector.
Yep. I guess that definitely means predators in these woods somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Just look for the telltale shimmer up in the trees. You know? That's a cool piece, man.
That is a cool piece.
Actually, I think it's. I don't think everything's going to find it now.
I like it.
I got the skull back at the other camp, and I got
looks like a tailbone. It looks like a big animal.
shoulder blade.
That's a deer, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
part
sure.
of a deer.
This is the pelvic one, right? Where's the base of the skull?
I'm just vacuuming the rug in the living room.
Yeah, I think that's the tail end of it there.
I mean, that's
There's
pretty.
probably another piece. Should be another piece up there someplace. But like I said, I found the skull down there,
Yeah.
and somewhere around here I found a shoulder blade. And I've got the shoulder blade and the skull.
I saw the skull. Yeah.
There's a shoulder blade leaning up against the tree.
Shane is off looking for a log that we can use as a bench. I'm on firewood duty, so I'm gonna go find some firewood and get on that. There's a bunch of stuff down over here. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. Nice and dry. Everything is like soaked. This is all the pine branches. You know, underneath the pine, usually it's kind of a go-to. And see that? It like smears off. The bark like smears off because it's so wet. It's like sodden. So, gonna be interesting to make fire. Pile of pine sticks. Pile of sticks there. Maple. couple pines that are soaking wet. And you can literally see the water in it. It's soaked. And that's that birch that I just bucked up from over the ridge. So I'm gonna keep looking around because we need better firewood than that. I see a bunch of pines down this steep ravine, this big hill in front of me. Let me see if I can get some branches down there. Yeah, so down that hill. Ooh man, looks like a treasure trove of pine branches. A little wet. Yes! So now I'm going to grab my native survival moisture barrier so I can put it on the ground where I'm going to be splitting wood, so I can put my knees right on the ground and not get soaked, and for all my other fire prep. This will do. So this wood is covered with, some of it's covered with like fungus and stuff, you know. This birch is beautiful, nice spalting. So it holds a lot of moisture, so I'm just skimming off on the outside. All the wet stuff is just gonna smoke. It's beautiful wood inside though. I mean, this is like primo stuff. Let's see. Maybe that was the only piece, huh? Here's some.
That's the good thing about being up here too, is you'll get daylight the latest.
It's true. Oh, there's some more. Dude, this birch is like really nice for carving, man. Look at that nice spalting.
Yeah,
Feels
it's like
great,
not too
man.
far gone either.
It's like buttery. So I just got it from some trees, logs laying down over there.
Yeah, you got yourself a little crook there.
So just gonna carve off the junk that holds the moisture.
You don't have a ton of sedimentary topsoil. It's just gets there. Some pretty good stuff.
Digging down, are you?
Yeah, I know I buried a bone around here somewhere.
Yeah, you did. It was a spine bone
That
somewhere.
squirrel, man.
There you go. You're gonna drop the deer spine in there, huh?
Yeah.
Save it
Don't
for
tell
next time?
anyone.
No. No one will know. It's our secret. Well, this is just about done.
Here you go, Gary.
So they're working on the bench. There's a hill right there, so to
Oops, sorry.
get it flat,
See the notch?
They have a rounder,
Oh, yeah.
round in front.
Yeah.
I gotta slide mine to you.
It's looking pretty good.
Solid.
Got the other half ready?
Yeah, I gotta notch out the other half. I
Oh.
just want to kind of proof of concept here.
Well, you know what? Rather than do that, let's just set this one down on the flat. It already exists. Just for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Looks like a bench, boys.
Bore some holes in here and put some uprights in there and a back. And still see smoke. That's a good sign, Mitch. I don't know. I think you got it, my friend. Could be wrong, but it's looking good.
Once it catches all the other material.
Yeah, I think he's got it. There we go. It's official. He's got flame, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, we have liftoff.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen that done in person. Give a cup, Mitch, for your coffee.
Mm-hmm. I do. So we're underneath the tarp.
Sounds like a little poop.
It's cute.
It's a nice little camp. Oh, life is good, gentlemen. Life is good.
Yes, it is.
Life is good. Okay, we've got some coffee Shane made, and inside my handy utility pouch, I should have a bag of sugar. There it is. I'll show you what's in my food kit after. I got like oatmeal and tea and stuff.
Good.
I kind of just like leave it in there all the time. Oh, I have some Bannock mix in there too, actually, if you guys want that at some point.
Of course, I made that Bannock mix back in the spring, so it's probably kind of stale by now.
Make some pine Bannock. A lot of pine around us. I can certainly make some pine Bannock. I like pine Bannock. It's good. Didn't I make that for you guys recently?
Yeah, take it out. We don't need that anymore.
Yeah, I thought I did. It's not too shabby. I like it.
Easy enough to put back if he needs it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw the beans on there. Oh, dude, did you buck up the oak?
No, the small stuff.
That's great. Thanks.
Yeah.
No, yeah, good times. Sweet.
That big log is still over there. If you're gonna use it when you sleep or something.
Oh, I will, but I was just like, I'm happy you did that because now we're gonna get some nice embers and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even realize you were doing that.
Base. It's smaller. I was gonna split it, but
You did that quick, man.
just little bits. But bless you.
God bless you. All right, let's try this out. Shane's high octane hipster coffee.
You're gonna be up. You'd be up at 5 a.m. watching the sun come up after you drink that.
I usually wake up at 4 these days anyway, so. What is it? I usually crash at 8. What time is it? Like 7?
6:30.
6:30? Yeah. I'm gonna pull a late night, see if I can. I've been going to bed early, waking up really early, just, I don't know. I just kind of my switch flipped a bit. Oh, that's good. What happened was I only got like 3 hours of sleep, like 3 days in a row, and I fell asleep on the chair at like 7, 8 o'clock after dinner, and I slept like 8 hours and woke up. My wife just let me sleep, and I woke up like at 4 in the morning. I just like woke up like, wow, I'm like ready to go. Like, what time is it? I'm like, it's 4. I'm like, well, that's like 2 hours before dawn, maybe an hour and a half before pre-dawn. I'm like, I'm not going back to bed, you know. I'm not even going to bed, period. And so I just been on the 8 to 4 schedule ever since, or 4 to 8, whatever how you want to call it. And it's nice, man. Get to do editing and work in the morning. Everyone's sleeping. The house is quiet. Get my cup of tea.
There you go.
See the sunrise every day. Man, is it good.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. 80%. So we should get a nice little brew of fat in there.
You can hear it sizzling already.
Exactly. We're not messing around. It's after dinner time. Let's get it done, huh?
That's it.
Getting back.
No, I'll leave that one here. I got one down there. I got my headlamp, so I can get back to camp.
That's a perfect height. That.
I got a camera lantern down there too. So
Nice. That'd be a good spot, man. I think you're gonna sleep well there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sleep like $1 million over here.
I'm really digging that cot.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
setup too. Yeah, you're gonna sleep well over there too. Sleep like a baby.
So are
man.
you, man. You got yourself a epic rig over there. I think we're all sitting pretty good right now.
Gary's got like a cot hammock set up with
Wow.
with like a drop cloth and
I can't
blanket
wait
pins, like
to check
wild.
that out. Tomorrow I'm gonna go look at his rig.
Well,
here's,
I think the first time
Mitch,
I
here's
camped
some water
out.
here too, man. If you need it, I don't know if you
First
have enough.
time I
whatever.
camped out with you, I
It's
think I
warm.
brought a
Maybe make another cup of coffee. If you're gonna
canvas
stay up.
Yeah,
drop
might
cloth
as
with
well.
me, and you had asked me about it.
Yep.
Well, you'll see it again tomorrow.
Nice.
It's now a camp cot. I'll tell you, there's something to be said for having a canvas drop cloth handy.
Yep.
It's a very versatile piece of kit.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I can just like for what you're using that for, Mitch. Like even just wrapping your gear up in it, like you know, it's nice to have something that does that.
Oh, the moisture barrier?
Yeah, well, I mean, most of the time he has that thing. I see him with his drop cloth. It's to wrap around his wool blanket or to protect some piece of gear that he has on the outside. You know.
Smoking. Yeah, like I did on my way in.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
sure.
you?
Thanks, man.
It's more cider over there too, guys.
Yeah, that was good. I like the green apple. I've never had that
Yeah,
before.
I love the green apple. That's the best in my
Good
book.
stuff.
Yeah, let me know if you can't get more of that birch liqueur, and I'll delve into getting some for you.
Yeah, I think
I need to track that stuff down.
That company in particular is like this, like, it's a well-known company. That's like the standard for Icelandic birch liqueur. There are other companies that make it, smaller companies, more commercial companies, but that's like the standard.
Did you get a maple?
Yeah.
The crank on that thing, huh?
Actually, I'm probably gonna bite the bullet on a maple handle too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I couldn't decide. I almost did the same thing.
Maple handle native survival knife.
Yeah.
Awesome, Gary.
I like that Bacote, but that maple's gotta join the team too.
Join the team.
Yep. I got the original. I'm getting the Bacote.
Yeah.
I might as well have a maple too.
I feel the same way. I'm gonna have 3 as well.
Why not?
Why not? One day I might feel like maple, the other day I might feel like Bacote.
It's only money.
That's right. It's only money, brother. Oh yeah, it's a nice survival knife.
What you doing there, bitch? Oh, he's got his
I just put on the living room light.
Oh,
the living room light
He
going.
didn't see you there. Like leaning back in it.
Dun-dun-dun. I got my light going.
Nice. Oh man, love laying down in this moisture barrier next to the fire. I just got it like wrapped up tight, but it's all I need. Just, oh yeah, buddy. Drinking some hot tea.
Now, what's the dimensions on
beans.
that unit there that you're on?
My moisture barrier is precisely 4 inches longer on the bottom and top and sides of my bedroll.
And that.
So
is-
if you have the native survival bedroll,
Yeah.
and you lay this down first, just like the bedroll, you put the logo up,
Yep. Oh wow! Look at the size of that.
just like this, right over thorns, sticks, whatever you want, whatever, because it's really robust material.
When you use it tonight, you're gonna have it laid out like that.
Just like this, next to the fire. And my bedroll, my blanket, when it's Velcroed, fits perfectly like it's framed, 4 inches all around, right in the middle. And I put my sleeping bag right inside there. I'll be protected by the fire, protected from moisture. You
Sweet.
can't go wrong, man.
Doesn't get any better than that.
1,000 denier Cadora,
It's
robust,
waterproof.
waterproof.
So no moisture is gonna get through.
Nope, it's also fire resistant, treated. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I love it.
You know, I got your blanket laid out on my bunk tonight. It's gonna be my insulating layer from the
Nice.
convection.
Yep. Yeah,
I
wool
think
works
that's
great
all.
for that.
I think that's all I'm gonna need, really.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep next to the fire tonight, and I'll have my sleeping bag
Sweet.
inside my wool bedroll right on this thing, so I'm protected from the ground's soaked,
Yeah.
you know. But I won't feel it at all. Nothing will get wet.
We just had a lot of rain here, so.
So yeah, this is a brand new item. Testing it out this weekend, but I mean, I don't.
How much is that item gonna be?
I have zero idea.
0.
Zero. With measuring out, cutting the fabric, and sewing it.
And who's Cheryl?
Cheryl is my mother-in-law with
Wow.
15 years sewing experience.
That's amazing.
She used to work at a factory, full-time, that professional sewer,
Yeah.
on like the same machine that I got her, legit professional machine.
Nice you're keeping
And,
your family involved.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's my wife's mom, and she actually gave that job up 15 years. She was sewing in a factory. She's so efficient. She's not even trying to be fast, and she just like bangs out work. It's like crazy
Wow.
talk. Yeah, so I think they're gonna be priced pretty cheap
Good.
because it's so easy for her to make. Cause she's just so good, you know.
I think I gotta add something like that to my kit.
Dude, this is the first one. This is a prototype,
I
and
just
it's
need to know how much.
Yep. I'll let you know.
Take my money.
Yep. Yeah, man, she's amazing. She actually she had to quit that job so because she got married.
Well, how
Crystal's
old
dad.
is she? How old is she?
Well, I don't think she passes that around, but I would guess she's 40,
Just guess.
45 maybe.
Okay.
And so
Gary
she gave.
wants to know if she's single.
Yeah, right. No, no.
Does she sew in XL sizes?
Exactly. No, but she gave that job up so she could have my wife,
Yeah.
like so she could have babies and stay
Yeah.
home and
Yeah.
you know be a
Well, how old's
stay-at-home
your wife?
mom. My wife. Well, we don't talk about that.
Your wife's got to be in her 30s,
Yeah, she is.
so I'm assuming your mother-in-law is more than 40 something.
Maybe.
I'm just making an educated guess.
You never guess a woman.
We don't guess these things, Gary.
No,
We don't guess these things.
No,
And at the same time, she had already been working for 15 years at that one job, and that
Right.
wasn't her only job. She
Right.
obviously worked before that. I would assume. I don't know. We don't go there.
no, that's a wise move. Wise move. Two things you never ask a woman is how old she is and how much she weighs.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I think she's like 41. 41. 41 20 years ago. No, irrelevant. But yeah, no, it's I'm pumped.
Well, it looks like a sweet piece of kit.
It is, man. So far, so good.
Yep.
I used it as a fire prep mat earlier, so I could do my bow drill, and it kept
Noticed
everything
that.
dry. I did my bow
Did a
drill
good
right
job.
on it.
Yep.
Yep, it's I'm testing it out legit this weekend.
Yep.
I'll be sleeping on it. I've used it for
Well,
fire
you're
prep.
putting it through its paces. You put it through fire prep. Now you're gonna sleep
Yep.
on it.
I was splitting wood over there. I folded it down and put my knees on it like this while I was splitting firewood, and it was just like all folded up. It was like keeping me off the damp ground while I was using my axe.
Sure.
I mean, what's not to love, you know? So I'm really happy
Good
with
deal.
it. Yep.
Just need to get a solid price for your
That's it.
customers.
You got it. You've heard it here first. Native Survival moisture barrier right there. It's like a ground sheet on steroids. Yeah, man. Get you some. Get it
And
done.
then some.
What we got going on over here?
Gonna roughen out a spoon.
Ooh, baby.
Maple.
Oh, man. Look at the crank action.
It's a beauty. What's the wood?
Cherry.
Cherry.
Yeah, I've been like the one that I carved you. I stained with.
There you go, man.
A mixture of. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
A mixture of.
Dude, if this doesn't hit home, I don't know what does.
Bullseye, dude. Bullseye.
Yep. This is like comfort food for me, like personified.
Mm-hmm.
This is it right here. And to bed, Gary.
Yep. Heading off to bed, my friend.
All right, man. We'll sleep well, and I'm looking forward to
Yeah, come by in the morning.
checking out your
my-
shelter tomorrow.
Check out my cot.
Cool. Sleep well.
I hope so.
He's at the bottom of the hill there. He has a
I hope so.
he's set up down there. Here's Shane's technique. Taking a wood chip from his carving earlier. Clean all the beans and everything. Get the dishes. Okay, that right there is all I have left for firewood. It's almost bedtime. It's getting late. Getting tired. I'm gonna be up a little bit longer. So I need to go cut some firewood. There's a big log over there. Right there. I'm gonna go buck some of that up. Try to get some wood out of it. And then I'll have some firewood so I can build up the fire and really, you know, get it cranking and get it big, get it strong, and then I'll put some right next to me where I'm laying so I can throw some more on if I wake up in the middle of the night cold. Dude, it's 11 o'clock at night and we just heard a gunshot. What? Dude, that people don't fire guns at 11 o'clock at night. What? What does that even mean? Shane, what does that mean?
I have no idea. It means that someone very irresponsible is a gun owner.
What? Dude. What
Yeah,
is
not
going
cool.
on? What is going on, dude? That's not normal. Like,
Not cool at all.
you don't fire your gun at 11 o'clock at night.
It's like your mind knows what it is, but you just don't want to tell yourself that, yep, that was a gun.
You're like, why would a gun go off at 11 o'clock?
300 yards away from us.
Yeah, like not far away. What?
What in tarnations?
I don't have my gun with me.
No.
I don't have. Not good.
Now I'm kind of hoping they see the fire.
That's not.
I don't want someone to mistake movement for a target.
Nobody's hunting right now, bro. It's 11 o'clock at night.
Flash poachers, dude.
Flash poachers?
Flashlight. They'll flash a deer,
Yeah. Okay.
see shiny eyes, and just poof.
Yeah. Let's. All right.
That's a thing.
Okay. Roger that. Dude. Or somebody just shot somebody trying to break into the house, or shot at somebody who's running away into the woods. Who's running towards the campfire he
I feel like
smells.
Gary should be up here.
Yeah, dude. We need Gary. Gary's got weapons and shit.
Adult.
We need an adult.
Unfortunately, I don't think we could wake him up when we tried.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? That's not normal.
No, what?
Gunshots at 11 o'clock at night are. That's not normal.
No, that's a break-in or something.
This is not normal.
No, it's not. And there's not like a range around here. Like Todd was saying, like, oh yeah, I have a range, but he's the only one that shoots there, and he doesn't live around here.
He's not shooting at 11 o'clock at night, either way.
I'm getting the Light Blaster 2000.
Alright, so things are getting interesting yet again. I can probably see him. A coyote just was fucking talking to us. Like, I'm not kidding. That dude is like right down there. Yeah, like he's like right there somewhere. Seriously. Wow. So we just heard a gunshot not that long ago. And then we just heard a coyote. Like, I'm seriously, like, just like right down there somewhere. Like really, really close. And he made like a crazy noise. Quite a yip, I must say. And I mean, I've camped out with wolves and lions and bears and coyotes, and I've heard packs of wolves tear things apart 100 yards from my camp where I'm sleeping, and they're like eating something, going crazy. I get it. That was pretty interesting, though. I gotta say, that was it was an interesting moment that we just heard that you guys just barely missed. Yep.
Yeah, that was
Right?
yeah.
That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it sounded like a girl screaming. It was weird.
Yeah.
Usually it's more like a yip, you know.
Yeah, it was a different one. It was a different yip than I've heard. It was a coyote, though.
It was a very alarming, like, alerting yip, and it could be because we're here. It could be like, whoa, don't go that way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was reacting to us.
But it was real close.
It was real close.
It literally,
Like within sight, if I could see it.
coming down this way, and it was just on the other side of the ravine.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Wow, turning out to be quite an eventful night. We'll see what happens. Right on. We'll keep you posted. Quite an interesting night. Oh boy. I hope it doesn't get more interesting. I like boring nights sometimes too.
Yeah, I think a boring night right now.
Boring nights are cool.
I'm telling you, man, there's plenty of room in that tent for 2 people. No joke, dude. Plenty of space.
Plenty of space in there for 2. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then we heard a sound that sounded like a what did you call it? A dog with rabies.
Yep.
That was like twitching its jaw, snapping its teeth. He's like, dude, do you know what that sounds like? I'm like, don't tell me that. We're having a heck of a night. Fun times. Fun times. Okay, so I'm just getting the fire set up before I go to bed. I'm doing the fire before I put my sleeping bag down. That's just my moisture barrier. Yep, so this is what my fire looks like right now, right before I go to bed. I have my friend Derek Farrier turned me on to this style where you put like a round on each edge and you lay wood across it, sometimes like scissors, diagonals, sometimes all the way across, and it opens up all the embers facing me. Like, this is my sleeping mat right here. This is where I'm laying, right? And so all that heat is coming right to me. All the embers. And the side of the fire, it's smoky. The side of the fire is the shadow. So that's cold, and that's cold. That's fine, because all along me is getting warm. This is about chest. I'm gonna put my head right here. It's about my chest. So my face and chest will be warm. The wind is coming from my feet. And obviously if it was an even colder night, I would just make this longer. So it would heat up my whole body, you know, a long fire. Just literally just do it again. Just put another round over there, and you know, same exact thing. Have that round in the middle splitting. That's fine. Anyways, so this is a cool way to sleep and get exposure from all the embers. I'll be laying right here getting blasted. And really the only issue you can have is getting too hot. It can be too hot. So now I'm gonna lay that log on there. I have some more logs here that I can reach from my sleeping bag where I'll be laying. So I'm gonna use those kind of in that order. I'll end with this gnarly piece of oak, which will burn really slow with all the crooks and stuff. I've got some smalls, you know, mediums right here that I can use if I have to. If it dies down, if I have to build it up, put a handful of those down before I drop something else on. So, yep, that's my setup. So right now I'm gonna put on the biggest log right on top, and then get my sleeping bag. Shane's getting ready for bed as well. It's right behind me, just kind of about to head into his setup. Little hot rock in a tent. Nice.
Yeah, I like that setup, man. I think that's gonna work great. You have it right at, it's right at where your core is gonna be too, huh?
Yep, exactly. Exactly. And so I just heated up some water. I'm gonna pour that into my canteen and put that into my sleeping bag with me, so it doesn't. So it'll be a heat source, and also so it doesn't freeze overnight, because it's already below freezing right now. Putting my sleeping bag inside my little bedroll to protect it from embers. Alright, so my sleeping bag is on a waterproof moisture barrier, a ground sheet, and it's protected from the embers by my wool. So I'll be in there. It'll be a nice little setup. I'll have the fire right at my face, all that firewood in front of me. I'm gonna put my canteen, fill it up with water, and chuck that in there. And I'm gonna put my clothes I'm gonna wear tomorrow, like my extra pair of socks, my underwear, what I'm gonna change into tomorrow, I'm gonna throw those into the bottom of my sleeping bag. So tomorrow morning I'll have warm clothes to put on. And that's kind of it, man. That's kind of it. So I'm gonna turn in, and I will see you tomorrow morning. It's hailing. That's pretty cool. What's up, man?
Hailing.
Yeah, it is.
Like, is this rain or hail?
Yeah, it's
Hail I can deal with, that's fine.
it's hail for
It's gonna
sure.
bounce off my tent and then go melt somewhere else.
Yep. For sure, it's hail.
How'd you sleep?
Woke up a lot.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Every time I woke up, you were
Snoring?
like crazy. I'm like, oh, awesome.
Yep.
He's sleeping like a baby.
Yep. I'm sure I was. Yeah, I don't know. I woke up a lot. Sometimes for being too hot.
Yeah. Oh,
Just-
yeah.
Just different. I don't know. Sometimes because my arm was asleep. Like just whatever. One time because I had to pee.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I don't know. Just woke up a lot. Fire's still slightly alive. Good morning to the great Northeast outdoors. Yeah, dude, so my problem last night wasn't like, you know, it's like, oh man, yeah, I'm too hot, so normally you would get out of your bag, unzip, and like stick like your shoulders out of your bag because you're too warm, but that actually would just expose me to like super ember inferno. So it's like I'm too hot, so I'm gonna get out of my bag and expose myself to even hotter conditions. You know what I mean? It was like sweating, like, and then I just had like the ember broil in front of me. You know, oh man, like the wool blanket was protecting me from not getting even hotter. You know, I was just so hot last night. Whew. Cooking. I was like a bird on a rotisserie. And so you had the exact kind of opposite. Like you got too hot in your bag,
Yep.
and then like crazy unzipping and come out of your shell and all that stuff, right? And then it's just like it's like 20 degrees out. So then all of a sudden like half your body's ice, the other half is sweating, right?
Yep.
So it's like you had ice and sweat, and I had like sweat and double sweat.
Like no matter what, unless you have a sleep system that is like perfectly suited for that temperature, you're gonna be a little cold or you're gonna be a little warm.
Yeah,
It's like
and you have
either
to kind
can
of
deal with it or change what you do and stick your body outside the sleeping bag, you know?
right, exactly. And yeah, and by sticking my body outside my bag, I just made myself way hotter. Because literally the fire was like a foot away from me. I had pushed it away from me in the middle of the night. Guys, I took some sticks and was just like I was like like stabbing it, trying to collapse like the wood to cover the embers because it was just like an ember wall. Like I woke up at one point like so hot that I was like I kept on rolling away. I was like, this is so hot, I'm gonna die. And I moved my wool blanket from covering my face, and I revealed like just embers. All I could see was orange, like hellacious heat. So I just like I just started pushing as far away as I could, like, you know, the other side of the pit, and it was just, oh my god, dude. There are times I just got so hot. I was like, what am I gonna do? This is crazy.
Yeah, it's a delicate balance sleeping in front of a fire for sure.
Yeah, and then I wake up and it's like hailing, and I'm still like melting, and I'm like airing out like my pants. So I'm like, oh, I'm sweating. It's hailing, and I'm like sweating at the same time. It's so funny. Well, I mean, not actually sweating, but almost, like really close. We are here. We're still here. I never did do that piece, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Right on, the piece segue. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting camping trip, dude. Gotta watch out for lions and wolves, and
By lions, you mean neighbors who shoot guns. And by wolves, you mean weird coyote sounds.
oh, here? Yeah. No, that was not Vancouver, like we were just talking about. Yeah, dude, that was pretty weird last night.
That had actual lions and wolves.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that was definitely bizarre.
Hmm. Yeah, Gary's usually up way before this.
Yeah. He could be. He's probably down there sitting in front of a fire himself, you know?
It's possible, yeah. Yeah, it's like 10 past 8 right now. Just laying on my mattress, my long johns on still. Just hanging out. Haven't really gotten up for the day. Awake, but still laying in bed, as it were.
Still looking for that motivation.
Yep. My pants and everything's all in here, all toasty warm. Left my water out. Sounds a little icy, but it's okay. I didn't put it in my bag last night because I noticed it was leaking. And like I had it inside a bag and there was a puddle at the bottom of the bag. I'm like, whatever. I'll deal with ice. I'd rather have that than inside my sleeping bag. It was a good camp. I like the spot.
Yeah, we set it up nice. Definitely is.
Yep.
Good spot.
Just had to take down some saplings and get it organized.
Yeah, we did a lot. Cleared the ground, cut down the saplings, built the benches, put up a ridgeline, put up a living room tarp.
Found a tent site.
Yep, set up a tent site.
Yep. Not too shabby. A couple hours in the afternoon. Shane was at my house by 6 in the morning. Drove an hour from Boston to get to my house. So 6 in the morning, I live in Rhode Island. And we just like hung out my game room and stuff. I showed him like my arcade cabinets and whatever for like an hour before we came here. And then we didn't even get to work when we got here. We hung out for like several hours, like in other parts of the forest and on scouts and stuff, and we just kind of took it easy this trip. We didn't come here and just start banging out work until past noon.
Yeah, it was right around noon.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yep. And we only had 4 hours until darkness. And that bow drill decided to be cranky. That took a little while.
Yeah, first fire is what, like 5? 5:30?
Something like that, yeah. Like, this is warm enough. Like, I should have just left the fire just like that. It's plenty warm.
Just feed it.
Just a little, that's it, dude. Like, I could feel the heat on my face. Not the Inferno that I had last. That thing was way too hot. Inferno, dude. Oh my god. But, the survival moisture barrier did well. Didn't melt. Even though it had blistering heat on it. No ember holes. Some ash marks where embers landed. Kept me dry. Love it.
Oh man, I like this. I really want one of
Oh, the moisture barrier?
these. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the corner there. Nice.
Yeah, just like you have somewhere to even step to change and like not be standing directly on the ground. Like it is.
Yeah.
There's no moisture coming through this at all, man.
No, none.
The ground is wet too.
Yep. Yeah. I'm real happy with it. I'll get you one. This way I don't dull my tools. It's faster. I can just pluck up wood. Even trees, man. It's probably too small, huh? That's burnt. Lay it right over. Nice. All those embers, not even worry about it. Fabric can handle it. There's like ember chunks on it. The wool can handle it. My waterproof Bible can handle it. Well, maybe my phone can't handle it. Orange embers might be a problem. Oh, she's hailing out, boys. The little white rocks are falling from the sky.
Right?
You see them like landing off the edge of the tarp. Bing, 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 the pebbles. or pebbles from heaven. I wonder how Gary's doing in this hail.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he's not up here.
Me too.
Red deadlock, brother.
Go for it, bro.
And scene.
My buddy Joe Goulart's technique for making his bag smaller.
What's that? Nice.
Yeah, dude, he just drops his weight on it. I've seen him with the military sleep system. I'm not kidding, dude. The size of a hubcap. It's just completely flat. It's just like this little flat circle. It like fit in the top pouch of like the top flap of an Alice pack. When it normally takes up half the bucket. I'm like, dude, that's like it's like a wafer. It's crazy.
Yeah, I tend to put a couple hard items at the bottom of my pack, and then take my sleeping bag and sort of push it around all the items in there, you know. So I never really actually put it in its bag. It kind of conforms to things in your bag a little bit better, but the disbenefit of that is you don't have the protection that you have with that outer layer.
Right. Yeah, there's all different methods. The loose method is good too. It's raining again, hanging out underneath the living room. This is the moisture barrier I slept on. I just folded up. Also doubles as a sitting pad. Waterproof sitting pad. Nice and thick too. Nice and soft. Awesome. You know, I'm always trying to figure out how to use my gear and design gear that can be used in many different ways. I can sleep on it, I can sit on it, I can sit it on the ground like Indian style, like a square. I can use it as a fire prep pad, fire prep sheet. I can use it as a sitting pad. I just had it on a cold rock over there underneath me. Cold, wet rock. It's been hailed on all morning, rain and all that kind of stuff. I just put it down, had a little pipe and a coffee. I think this is a keeper, Gary. I think that's it. This was the prototyping of it, you know, checking it out, see if I liked it. This is it, man. And it folds up small. It's not even a big piece of kit. Awesome.
Multi-purpose too. That's the thing.
Yep. I love the land over here. It's so varied. My camp is right over this hill. Right over the the gorge right there, that big cliff with the river. The topography is incredible. Big ridge up there, big valley, big gorge in the middle. Right on that shelf. Well, it's raining right now. The hail turned to rain. I found this really funny. I'll kind of show you guys. I just dropped my scat right there. Human scat, right? And I look up after I'm done, and there's a big pile of deer scat from today. And what's funny is that when I woke up, me and Shane woke up because it was hailing. He was like, dude, I just heard like a deer or something walk right behind my shelter. And it went right behind the camp, behind the hill, which is like right here. And you know, we didn't know anything else about it. Clearly, the deer stopped, dropped its scat. It thought this was a good spot. I thought it's funny because this is where I thought was a good spot too. So, you know, I just kind of chuckled at that. Anywho. Yeah, buddy. She's getting blustery out here. Hey guys, I just found this log we used for a splitting block up on the hill.
That's a good sized block.
Bam!
Solid too, by the looks of it.
That's a big one right there. That's good.
That'll work.
Cool. Splitting station. Achievement unlocked. Okay. So it works for sawing. Small piece of wood. And it works for splitting. Nice. Actually, this stuff's kind of wet. So I'll just get the garbage off. Put that in the water. Happy days. Heading up this gorge. I smell bacon. Oh my God. What do I smell? Oh boy. My sniffer does not deceive. I'm like, I smell bacon. That's gonna be awful, huh?
It's terrible.
Nice.
Nah, say, you know, you don't.
Nah, you don't want that. You know, that's garbage. Yes, indeed. That's good. What do you got, a bacon cheese sandwich over there?
I use the fried ham. Yeah. Good though.
Oh, ham, right on.
Crackers get soggy.
Yeah. Yep, the cream crackers definitely.
One more.
It's all right. It's more like bread now.
Yeah, there you go.
Grab a chunk of that. With mushroom. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. Guys and gals.
Hear that hawk?
Yeah, there's a hawk out there. We just saw him fly by. Oh my.
This is killer.
Yeah, it is. If that's not luxury, I don't know what is.
People pay good money for this stuff at restaurants. You know?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow.
It's a workout getting up here.
It is. This is like the cliff camp. All right, let's do it. Put that on the pot hook.
Oh yeah.
Whew, getting windy.
Batten hatch is down.
Yep. Moisture barrier keeps my wool blanket protected and dry from the elements while it's tied to my ruck. Good to go. There's Gary's shelter. We're just about to leave, supposed to take it down. Wow, that's snazzy.
Best thing about it, I'll just leave that tarp right up.
Yep.
Drop
Wow, man, that's quite a shelter. It's like a cot, huh?
Drop the front down. And yep.
Wow. So you have a tripod and another tripod on the other side. And you have a tarp going over that ridge line. Then you put a ridge line, ridge bar kind of eave going across that with a Y to create an A-frame. Oh my goodness. And off the tripods, You have a cot system. Dude. My goodness. Carved poles on the top.
I think
Impressive.
this might replace my my hammocks for cold weather anyways. A lot easier to get out of.
Yeah. You got native survival blanket in there.
Yes,
Nice.
sir.
Very cool. Over canvas drop cloth or something.
Yep. Walmart special.
Awesome. Very cool. I've seen that method in the scout books about wrapping. I even did a video on it on how to make an improvised stretcher
Yep.
with a wool blanket. Nice shelter, man.